Demetrious Johnson has the MMA world buzzing after sharing his take on the upcoming UFC 322 welterweight title fight between Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev.
A banger fight for him to take on a guy like Islam Makhachev, not steering away from that challenge. Islam is coming up, so he's going to be, I feel like comparably size-wise, they're going to be about even, Islam's super good. JDM's got Craig Jones in the camp to, battle. And Volkanovski to battle that, Dagestan wrestling. It's going to be, it could be two things. It could be a very, very boring fight, or it could be a very, very exciting fight. Meaning by the way it could be boring is if Islam's able to take down JDM and get his back, hold him there, out-grapple him, stop.
According to Mighty Mouse, this fight could go either way. It might turn into an hot war or one of those razor-sharp technical duels where one mistake decides everything. Johnson believes the key lies in how Jack handles Islam's relentless takedown attempts. The Australian's reactions in those split seconds could define the entire fight. His prediction has already divided fans and fueled the tension as fight night at Madison Square Garden draws near.
Potentially do that, but the one thing I love about JDM when he fights is he never accepts the position. When he was fighting Gilbert Burns, great grappler, takes him down. Right when he gets up, he throws that knee into the void. Gilbert Burns ducks down into it. He runs into it. JDM doesn't accept the position when he gets taken down. He's always looking to grapple, always looking to anti-wrestle. That's what makes this fight exciting. And he's got some fucking good hands. He's not the way his boxing is, he's very tight. I'm excited for that fight just because we're seeing the best at 155 take on the best at 170. It's very rare when the moons align. Same thing at the co-main event. Shevchenko taking on Wei Li.
Let me have a turn in the main event.
Okay. Go ahead, babe. Go ahead, get in there.
Don't just move on. I got things to say about this.
Let's go.
The stakes couldn't be higher. Della Maddalena, the Aussie powerhouse who climbed through the ranks to claim the welterweight crown, now faces one of the most dominant forces in modern MMA. After clearing out the lightweight division, vacated his title to chase greatness in a second weight class. The dream of becoming a two-division champion has electrified the sport. Most still see Islam's elite wrestling and suffocating control as too much for anyone to handle, but others believe Jack's calm precision and elite striking IQ could make him the man to shock the world.
What about the power, the punching power?
No, he's not like some guy who have like crazy power, and he's not so big in this division. For example, Bilal, he have like power. Kamaru Usman, this guy has like good power, but I don't think Jack has more than.
Della Maddalena isn't underestimating the challenge. Knowing that wrestling would be Islam's biggest weapon, he made a bold call, bringing in Alexander Volkanovski to his camp. Volkanovski, who's faced Makhachev twice, understands the Dagestani style better than anyone. Their partnership isn't just about tactics, it's built on shared respect and unfinished business. For Volk, this camp is more than training. It's redemption. Their first fight in 2023 was a war, with many believing Volk did enough to win. But the rematch, taken on short notice, ended in heartbreak when Makhachev landed a head kick knockout. Now Volk's knowledge and experience are guiding Jack through the same storm. Over the past year, Jack's evolution has been remarkable. He's trained with grappling genius Craig Jones and built one of the most complete toolkits in the division. After starting his career 0-2, he's rattled off 18 straight wins, dismantling Gilbert Burns and outclassing Belal Muhammad to capture the title. That victory left no doubt. Jack isn't just a striker, he's a tactician who adapts and dominates. Since that title win, Jack's confidence has only grown. He knows Islam presents a completely different test, one built on pressure, precision, and control, but he's prepared to meet it head. The MMA community is split. Sean O'Malley believes this fight is about more than gold, it's about legacy. He sees Della Maddalena's creative chaos as the key to forcing Islam out of his comfort zone. Max Holloway, meanwhile, sees it as a mental chess match. In his eyes, this fight won't just test skill, it'll test composure. A single adjustment, a perfectly timed feint or counter in the middle rounds, could flip the entire narrative.
ADM is getting ready for Islam Makhachev. How dangerous is he for Islam? So he's going to be an absolute nightmare. We've got Bilal, who's a wrestler. Look how we handle that. And you know he's a beast on the feet. Islam's not taking this one lightly. So him moving up, I still think he's a nightmare for a lot of the people in the division, but I think JDM can do it.
Robert Whittaker is backing his fellow Aussie all the way. He sees something rare in Della Maddalena, a fighter who can walk through chaos and still stay composed. Whittaker believes Jack's best chance isn't to outwrestle Islam, but to make him respect his power early. If Jack establishes his striking rhythm from the opening exchanges, an upset might just be on the table.
Islam relinquish his belt and go up to 170. Got JDM taking on Islam Makhachev.
I still think Islam's skill for skill is just so high level. For him to go out there and do what he did against Bilal was very impressive, made that Islam fight more interesting. If JDM can shut him down and throw those hands, but Islam's boxing is underrated. That dude is slick. His kickboxing, his timing, like he's a high level black belt in every aspect of MMA.
Big belt. Who give him that?
Jack versus Islam, I think, is huge. Not as big as Ilya versus Islam, but who knows? Maybe they both win and Islam comes back down to 55 and the fight's even bigger.
And finally, analyst Philip Rowe adds a tactical twist. He argues that Makhachev's body type doesn't perfectly fit the welterweight frame. At lightweight, Islam's strength was a weapon, but against a natural welterweight like Jack, that edge might fade. Rowe believes Jack's pace and pressure could drag Islam into deep waters where conditioning decides everything. The only question is, can Jack maintain that relentless output for 5 grueling rounds? As the countdown to UFC 322 continues, one thing's certain: this isn't just a fight. It's a collision between dominance and destiny, between a champion chasing history and an underdog rewriting it.
Your thoughts on Islam moving up to welterweight?
I think he'd be fine, man. I think he'd be good, you know. He's the number 2 pound for pound in the world. You gotta respect that, but don't sleep on Jack. I think it's gonna be a tough fight. Jack is one of the best fighters in the world right now, and when that match happens, I'm hearing rumors maybe October. I think it's gonna be a fun fight, smart fight, but a lot of people count out.
Umar Nurmagomedov, Islam's close friend and longtime teammate, is absolutely confident that the move up to welterweight won't slow Makhachev down. He says Islam has added size the right way, smartly, not recklessly, gaining not only muscle but explosive power and speed. According to Umar, Islam's preparation for this fight has been next level. Multiple game plans, endless sparring scenarios, every angle covered. In his words, this fight will prove why Islam Makhachev isn't just dominant, he's adaptable.
You can be. Because I think Jack has that X factor. I think he has the gut, the grit, the determination to fight the takedowns, to fight the ground, the takedown attacks that Islam is going to go for. And I think in a striking fight, straight up, Jack is better. I think he wins in the hands. Yeah. I think Jack's got the better game to strike over 5 rounds than Islam does as well, especially if Islam is trying to go for takedowns during the fight. I think, and this is people sleep on Jack's grappling game. They sleep on his jiu-jitsu. I don't think Islam is going to be as like gun-ho with the takedowns as everybody believes, because Jack has that level of offense off his back.
Dan Hooker, who shared the octagon with Islam, gave a more grounded take. He didn't choose sides, instead highlighting the courage both men are showing. For Hooker, this isn't just a title fight. It's 2 forms of bravery on display. Islam daring to chase greatness in a second division, something even Khabib never attempted. And Jack stepping up to defend his throne against one of the most technical fighters in MMA history. It's rare, Hooker said, to see ambition and destiny collide so perfectly in one cage.
Bro, what's cracking, man? Chillin'. Hey, now listen, you're welterweight, you've been in the game a long time. Islam moving up to 170. Is he big enough for 170?
My personal opinion, I don't think he is, but he's a champ. We'll see when he's there. You know what I'm saying? He has a fight. He's fighting the champ. That's the best 170 in the world right now, right? So we'll see.
So you don't think he has the size, but how do you think he does in a fight versus JDM?
I personally think JDM beats him. I think JDM will be able to get up if he does take him down. I don't think he'll be able to take JDM shots. I think personally he'll stop Islam.
No, he don't have just one plan for fight, and he have plan A, B, C, and like all alphabet, you know, D, E, A, everything, you know, like if something not he couldn't do, he gonna try other one not good, he have next plan, you know. And he's amazing fighter, and he's amazing friend, brother, and I think he will take this belt. I think he deserves.
When I talked to him right after he vacated the lightweight title, he said he was having a bit of a hard time like adding on the muscle and keeping it on. He said it wasn't making him feel good, but he looks very good now. Do you think he's like very built well for welterweight?
Yes, he become a bigger, you Now we have more power, more than ever, and I think he's ready.
Like, credit to Islam, like doing something that even Khabib didn't dare to try, which is move up a weight class. He's got his own problems. Jack Della's that's a big boy. I've stood next to Jack Della a few times, and you could chop off one of his legs, and he's still not going to make lightweight. Like, he is a legitimate welterweight problem, and that obviously takes away a lot of Islam's advantages by coming in there and being a big lightweight, being a strong lightweight.
Rising welterweight contender Ian Machado. Gary broke it down to one simple question: can Jack stay on his feet? For Gary, that's the entire fight. He sees Jack as the cleaner, faster striker, but knows everything changes the moment Islam gets his hands locked. If Jack can stuff those takedowns and maintain composure for 5 straight rounds, he might just rewrite history. But if Islam drags him to the mat, the script could end fast.
The fight for me really is when Islam grabs a hold of Jack, how good has Jack improved? Because Islam is world class at that and has been for probably his entire life because of the way he trains and where he's come from. So can Jack stop that consistently, like he did against Belal? Because he did a phenomenal job against Belal at stopping that. But can he do that against someone who's just cleaner, more technical? On the feet, I think Jack wins it cleanly. I think he'll jab, switching stances. He'll have a bit more fluidity due to the fact that Islam's not going to be changing stances so regularly. So I think Jack can do it on the feet, but the question mark is, can he stop the takedown consistently over 5 rounds?
The blockbuster. I think Della Maddalena's got a bright future. I don't know whether he's going to hold the belt or he's going to lose it to another one of the top contenders and then pick it back up again. I don't think he's going to lose it to Makhachev though. I think Makhachev holds the lightweight belt against anybody in the world, on any day, including Ilia Topuria. I don't think if he moved up he would have.
Yes, I mean, I've known for a very long time that Jack is an amazing fighter. He's really good, and he shocked me on how good he was. Like, he handled the grappling exchanges so well, and it's the best striking performance I've seen from him. Like, he just, like, the big moment, like, he rose to the occasion. It was, like, fantastic to see, and I really do think, I do think the grappling from Islam, like, he's a better technical grappler than Belal is, but he's not quite as big. He's not as imposing. And yeah, if you look at the Dustin Poirier fight, Poirier was able to stop some of his takedown and win some scrambles and stuff like that. I feel like not only will Jack be able to do that, but when he lands punches, it's going to be way more devastating.
Dan Hardy took a more analytical approach. He's fascinated by how champions handle the move up in weight. In his view, dominance in one division doesn't automatically translate to another. Hardy wonders if the added mass will boost Islam's power or dull the speed that's made him so dangerous. And he's quick to remind fans, even if Della Maddalena pulls off the upset, staying champion at welterweight could be an even bigger challenge than winning the belt itself.
Yoel Romero gives his honest take. Yoel Romero just shared his thoughts on a potential showdown between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena, and it's a must-hear. Romero believes that Maddalena, while being a big 170-pounder, might face a tough challenge against Makhachev's superior.
Islam versus JDM, what do you make of that? Islam moving up to now welterweight.
Yeah, it's an interesting fight. I'm excited to see how it goes. Islam, is a lightweight. He's going to be a little smaller in the fight, but he's a well-rounded fighter. So, if he's able to take down JDM and control him, he could definitely get the job done. But it's going to be interesting to see how the size advantage plays a difference in the fight.
Who do you favor?
I mean, I seen the odds were pretty big. They favored Makhachev like 3-1. So I guess I got to go with the odds if they're going 3-1. But just because JDM doesn't have good takedown defense, but you never know. It's a fight, and JDM has some good hands, so it should be an exciting fight for the fans.